Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with Stampacrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for our live video tutorial today. I am telling you I'm having the worst time today. Getting started because my Facebook Live button wouldn't let me flip my phone, so I've now got it upside down and backwards on my holder. And then some of you had also mentioned that you had heard a banging noise when I was working and I could not hear that. And I had bought a new holder for my phone, and it has some springs on it, and apparently those springs are magnified when I'm stamping, or even the slightest bit of movement makes that big banging sound, which is very frustrating because I love that holder and now I can't use it. So I'm back to my old holder, and then yesterday I discovered that my flip camera feature on Facebook Lives is missing, and that's why I'm a little late. I was trying to find out how to fix it and I couldn't. So we're gonna do this and then I'm gonna work on that. Okay, so all that explanation aside, today we are going to focus on some spring cards. We're going to start out with something super quick and easy and then work our way up. Okay, just a reminder too that celebration is going on right now. We're going to be using a couple of our celebration papers today. And so for every $60 that you spend in merchandise, you get a free celebration item from our celebration brochure. We also have additional items too from the annual catalog, and I think we even have some from the mini catalog. Okay, and then with every order also, if it's $50 or more, I'm going to send you a little goodie in the mail too, along with a set of cards. Okay, I haven't talked to anybody yet today. You're my first ones. So let's get started. We're going to start off, we're going to use the Bright Border stamp set from the mini catalog. It coordinates with this suite, or this bundle. It's Hugs for Love, and that has this little label punch, which is super cute, but it also goes, as you can see, with the stamp set. All right, and then we're going to use, this is the designer paper. This is the celebration item. It is called Bloom Impressions. And it has a floral pattern on one side, and it'll have like a wash or a subtler floral pattern on the other. I'm just gonna kind of show you, I have bits and pieces left here. The back of this purple, isn't that pretty, that watercolor wash? We have this one. This looks like sky. I love this one. It could be sky or water. I think these are all, this one has that green on the back. This is what I have left out of this pack. The yellow is really pretty, and then it has this peach pie on the back. So lots of pretty, versatile papers in this pack. So that's free with a $60 purchase. Okay, so I am going to use Blueberry Bushel and Shy Shamrock for our colors. And let's pull out a packet. Make sure we got everything out of there. And then I'm using some of the Shy Shamrock ribbon that's in the annual catalog. So what I've done is take a half sheet of cardstock, cut hot dog style, and then I cut off 3 1/4 inches off the bottom. So I saved this, so you can see this is a half sheet, and then I cut off 3 1/4. So this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then, of course, I scored in half first. So I'm going to use this for the front panel. I'm going to just flip it 90 degrees. We're going to use that. And then this is the inside. I have a piece of white. And then for the front, I have a piece of white that's going to layer on right there. And then I have a piece of designer paper. And you could use any of the designer papers. And then I have a coordinating piece. Now, I kind of like this one, or you can use this one. I'm going to use this piece and just put it on that top flap. All right. We're going to assemble in a minute, but we're going to do our stamping first. Okay. So, I've already got my stamps on the blocks. So we are going to stamp the outline of our little tag piece. Let's see, why do I have two pieces of white? I don't, oh, that layer's on there. Okay, that's why. So I'm going to stamp that there. And these are going to be my top and bottom. You can turn the tag sideways, so it could go that way too. But I think I'm going to do Yay, So Happy for You. It could go, I'm going to do mine up and down, I think. We'll stamp this in Blueberry Bushel. And then I'm going to do a quick congratulations. So this could be for any occasion. This could be for a graduation. It could be for a promotion. It could be wedding, baby, new job. You know, congrats, you mowed your lawn. You know, whatever you want to do. You got into a club or a group that you wanted. Anything you want to do. I've also been having a problem with my seal adhesive, which was working perfectly when I was making swaps last night. I don't know what's going on. Some days things just don't work out, and I feel like that's going to happen today since my I couldn't find my flip my phone feature. If any of you have had that problem and you have figured it out, please send me a link so that I can figure it out, because I can't. Okay, so now we are going to punch this out. I didn't really make it big enough. Let me find a Post-it note holder here. I need a handle. I didn't make this wide enough to hold it. So you can just, if your piece is too small to hold it, just put a Post-it note on one end to make a little handle. Then hold this upside down and get it centered. There we go. Okay, so let's do some assembly with our liquid glue since our seal's not cooperating today. Okay. All right. Oh, that's upside down. Good thing we haven't glued anything yet. Okay, I'm going to take this ribbon, and I don't have enough to do a bow, so we're just going to tie a cute little knot. It helps to kind of get your ribbons going the right direction. And tie a knot right in the middle. Okay, and let's trim those off. They're a little bit long. I like to trim mine going up that way. You can trim it however you want. Maybe not quite even. Here, let's do a little more off this one. Okay. Then we're going to get that centered. All right, now let's glue these down. I'm going to do the more subtle pattern showing. Glue this on here. We're doing really thin borders of the white just to give it a little bit of break up so it pops a little bit more. So you can see that makes that panel pop, just having a little bit of white around the edge. I'll make sure I can still see. I get this up a little higher. Okay, now we're going to use dimensionals and pop this up just on that top panel. Our top panel isn't huge, so I want to make sure my pop-ups go on there. And I might just throw little piece of tape right here to hold that in place. Just so we don't have anything slipping. Okay. We're going to center this as best we can, and then we're going to pop up our little tag. Yay, so happy for you. That's so cute. Let's add a little bit of bling. Whoop, that's not, doesn't look straight. There we go. Sometimes I think my eyes are crooked because nothing ever looks straight. So I don't know if it's me or what. Okay, so I'm using just our regular rhinestone jewels. I think I'm gonna do, no, that's a pretty small flower. Let's do a small one in the center of each of our flowers. So cute. We have so many great gems. These are very sparkly. Look how sparkly that is. I mean, it looks sparkly to me. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. Can you see the sparkle? Okay. All right, so that is card number 1. Let's get this cleaned up, out of the way. On my sample, I had used a different one. These are, I think these are the party dots, but it's not as sparkly. But you can see I used different paper there. So whatever paper you use to, you choose to use is great. All right, let's get that out of the way and move on to our next project. And this one, we are using the Terrific Toadstools stamp set and punch. And let's grab our stamps and inks. Okay, and the paper we're using, I have, what is this? I have a rhinestone stuck on me. Let's get that off. We're using the Toadstool Gardens designer paper. I have used so much of this. It is one of the celebration items. You can see I have a bunch of that left over. I got to think what to do with it. But isn't that, I mean, and this is a remainder of several packs. So pretty. So we're going to use this. I have got rhinestones and gems everywhere. So I'm using Granny Apple Green and Melon Mambo. And then let's get out our card pieces. Now when you place the order of $60 or $50, I will send you, I would do 60. If you're gonna do 50, you better do 60 and get the free paper. I will send you measurements for these projects. I'm not gonna post them here, but I will send you measurements. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of white. One is for the inside. And I'll go ahead and glue that in. Now for the outside, we have several pieces of our designer paper that coordinates. Okay, so I'm going to lay this out first, I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to lay these 2 in the corners. All right, then I've got this piece, which is just the back of that. I'm going to lay that out there. I'm laying them out to make sure I get my spacing right before I do anything else. Then I'm going to take my little mushroom paper and put this underneath. That one should be the same size. And then I have this cute little grassy paper. I'm going to lay this down here. There's adhesive stuck, I'll move that. And then I have a piece of this stripe paper, and I put that one right there. And then you can see I have an open spot right there. And I'm going to stamp on that. And I think I'm going to stamp before I glue because that's always the best choice. But I want to make sure those are straight so that I stamp straight. I need all the help I can get for stamping straight. So I'm doing this little sentiment that says popping up to say hi, because mushrooms pop up overnight and toadstools. I'm going to stamp right on that white base. Oh my gosh, that stamp's so cute. Okay, we're going to stamp two other things. We're going to stamp this little toadstool top, and we're going to punch this out. So I want to make sure that it's maybe like that. Okay, let's punch that out. Oh, I should have done it the other end. I knew I was doing that wrong. That's okay. I'm also going to stamp my stem in green. Let me do that before I cut it down. I don't want to cut my stem off. Okay, that's what we're going to cut our stem first. We're going to cut this down, and then we're going to get our handle and bring that back in. And let's see if we can get this now. So this punch does not leave any white border. Usually the punches, like you saw in the last one, leave a white border. This one does not. Okay, I'm done stamping. Let's put that away. And you can see when you can stamp and punch this out, but it makes a much skinnier stalk. And I don't want a skinny toadstool stalk. I want it a little bit bigger. I'm going to leave a little bit of white. No, you know what? I'm going to cut off the white, but I'm not going to cut into it. I'm going to cut right on the edge to try to get as thick as I can without the white. Okay. Let's get off that little bit of white I left. Okay, so you can see how much, if you hand cut that stem, it's going to be much thicker than if you punch it. So if you want a skinny stem, that's the way to go. If you don't, you need to hand cut that. All right, let's do some gluing. Now, I don't use a whole lot of liquid glue. I do it a very thin layer. Down here. Okay, let's go to our next corner. This is kind of like assembling a sampler. If you look on my videos, you can see I've done a lot of samplers, 12 by 12 and 8 by 8 samplers. I like samplers. I like decor. One year I did a whole series. We did an in-class sampler every month, or we did it every other month, and then we do 2 months worth of samplers. So we had 12 samplers. We had all the seasons, all the occasions. And then while I did that, I cut 5 extra sets. And it was a good size class. I was cutting 12 to 13 sets of samplers every time. This is slightly smaller, but that's okay. And so I gave them to my kids and my sister. I don't think my sister ever changes out her sampler, but I gave them to my kids, so at the beginning of every month, they all change their samplers out. It's very sweet. And I go to their house and they're all hanging up. So cute. My kids are great. You guys all have great kids too. Okay. All right, so we're going to just glue that stem onto the mushroom, and then we're going to pop up our mushroom. Let's do 2 for the top, and we'll do 1 down there right at the bottom. I think that'll fit. This up right here. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. And then we have, oh, I wonder if we have those other sequins. Hold on a sec. disaster. Well, you know what? I don't know. We have purple sequins that are also celebration items. I don't know where they are. I have some, but I think they're in a project somewhere. So I'm going to use these. These are the 3-color sequins. They also have white, but my white are all cut up in a different project. So I'm going to use my pink for today. Use the pink ones. We'll do one here. These are big ones on this end. 2 sizes. Cute. I think 3's enough. I like 3. 3's a good number. All right. So that is card number 2. All right. Let's move all this out of the way. We'll clean that up later. And let's get to our last project. So we are using the Delightful Wishes bundle, and we're also using the coordinating designer paper, which I did not pull out, but you will see as we go. Okay, so here's our pieces. We did another long cut here. I feel like my camera's sinking, which is one of the reasons I got that other camera. Ugh. All right, or the holder, my holder. Good grief. I'm going to tell you, once you're over 60, sometimes the technology escapes you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I'm trying to find my blocks here. I don't seem as prepared on this one as the other one. I apologize. Okay. I do have my pieces pulled out, so we're going to use this big wishing and put this on this big block. Hopefully straight. That wasn't very straight. Wishing. Okay, and then I'm going to do birthday. I've cut my birthday in half because I don't know, I do that sometimes. Wishing you and I can just stick it back together like that. Hopefully straight. Get in there. Right in the cut line. Okay. And then just stick it down like that, right? Okay. So we've got that. I put a little block for our leaves. And then we're going to use this little flower. Oh, you need 2 flowers. That's okay. 1 flower. Let me grab one more block. I have a small one, sort of. And that'll be our outline. Okay. Okay, I have to roll my sleeves up for this one. Okay, so we have white for the inside. I've already done wishing you a happy birthday, so I'll maybe stamp or just write on this later. So let's get this one out of the way. Just glue that on the inside. And then I have 2 pieces of designer paper. I love this pattern with the blue. And then the plaid. So I'm going to put those there, and then we're going to put this one in the middle. And this is what we're going to stamp wishing on. So we're going to grab our old olive ink. And let's just get this right in the middle, hopefully straight. There we go. And then we're going to do you a happy birthday on this little banner. This is one of the die pieces in this set. And I'm hoping I can see this without getting my head completely underneath the camera here. Oh, that turned out pretty good. Okay, so that's our words. Now on this one, we are going to stamp some flowers. We're going to die cut these. So we're going to stamp 3 flowers with, these are the solid flowers with Daffodil Delight. All right, then we're going to come back with Crushed Curry, which is the next shade darker, and we're going to stamp the outline. So the trick with this one is to decide where your outline is, or you know, how to line it up. So we've got kind of this big petal that sticks out. Can you see that right here? And we have a big petal that sticks out here. And yellow on yellow is sometimes hard to see. That's pretty close. Need to go a little more to the right. Usually I take my glasses off and I get my head right down next to it so I can see what I'm doing. I don't have that right now, so I'm going to hope that's close enough. And then if you can do that, it's a lot easier. Whoop. Got a piece of paper on there, and then we're going to stamp 3 leaves. 2. We're just going to fit these in. All right, I think 3 should be plenty. Then we're going to do some die cutting. Get all those out of the way, and let's grab our dies that go with this set. This is that die, and here's our leaves. And here's the little banner. You can also die cut the wishing, but I didn't really need to do that for this one. Okay, get all those back in there. We're just going to use these. So it'll take just a minute to die cut these 3 sets. But I put them all on the paper. And you can see on the die it has that one big petal, so that's how you know you can line it up. If you have some Post-it note tape, I like to use that to kind of hold it in place just in case. And then of course the leaves are nice and easy to line up. A lot of times I will go back and forth, especially if it's a detail die. This one we don't really need to do that. It cuts out pretty easily. Okay, we'll line up this next one. Okay. We'll do this leaf. Big Shot. This is my upstairs die cutting machine. I have all my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines are downstairs loaded for class, which I love those too. Certainly this has traveled. This travels with me, or traveled with me to classes. Many classes every month, and you know, they get beat up. This looks like a dog chewed on it. That's just wear and tear. I promise I didn't chew on it. I don't have a dog. My cat will not chew on that. So it just, you know, it doesn't look pretty, but it does the job. Okay. There we go. Get that out of the way. And we're going to throw these dies immediately back in our packets so we don't lose them, because that can happen. All right, let's do a little assembly. Let's get our, look at the back of that paper too. Isn't that pretty? Just so subtle. I feel it needs to go the other direction. Sometimes you gotta do it a couple times, see which one looks best. Plaid, so cute. This is the same pattern, it just has white background instead of the pool party. I just like the pool party side for some reason. And I also like the plaid. That is just very springtimey to me. And we're going to put this wishing right in the middle. Cute. Okay, now we're going to pop up our little banner. Let's see if we can fit. Yep, we can fit our dimensionals on this little skinny label here. And then I'm going to pop this up below the words, but over the G, just like that. Maybe a little bit no, I've already stuck it down, that's it. That's where it's gonna go. Okay, we are going to pop up our flowers, and I'm gonna put one kind of up here. I'm just using a little bit bigger pieces from the sides. If I don't have any regular dimensionals, but that's what I would use. Right, I would say I don't have any upstairs. I used them all up yesterday. Okay, now we're gonna put a couple right here. And then, now if you wanted, you could glue these leaves under your flowers. I am just going to just pop my leaves up and stick them under the flowers. Let's twist that, I don't want it to cover my words. Okay, maybe we'll put this one coming down there. Now, I'm going to take my bow, I'm going to tie my ribbon. This is our gold, I don't know if it's twine or thread. It's an online exclusive. It kind of coordinates with the, you know, our Marbled Elegance suite, the Valentine's suite. I think this is out of stock right now, but it should come back in. If it comes back in and you love this, I would recommend getting a bunch of it because it is just gorgeous. Okay, let's grab a glue dot. And I want to pop it up actually under those two flowers, which I should have done before. Oh, hold on. Where's the glue dot start? I should have done that before I stuck my flowers on. That's okay. We can pick that up and get it under there. And it'll be okay. I just want to add that little bit of gold. I'm going to cut off some of that. It's okay if it goes over the word. It's thin enough, it's not going to matter. And then last but not least, we're going to get one of our adorable little butterflies, or not butterflies, these are, they're bumblebees. Tiny bee trinkets is what they are. I'm going to stick one on that glue dot, peel it off. I think the glue dot might be bigger than the bee. Oh, I stuck it on the wrong side. Hold on. It's so small I can't even see it. Okay, I pulled it off. Let's stick it on the back. There we go. And then we're going to just pop that on right there. I think there's still some adhesive on there. All right, I'll get it pulled off. I'll get it pulled off. And that's it. Isn't that sweet? It was my sample. So with a class, we make 2 of each. I just wanted to have some fun, pretty springtime cards. I like the gems better on this one as opposed to that because they sparkle. Gotta have some sparkle. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's projects. Who do we have on today? I cannot see because I don't get to use my new thing. We have a lot of people on today. I didn't put on makeup, otherwise I'd show my face. I'm gonna look upside down and see if I can see. Oh, we have Paige. Hi, Paige. Ginger. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Joanne. I can't. Karen Woodson. Hi, Karen. Oh, sorry. I'm looking upside down. I'm just trying to keep my head out of the camera. Christy. And then I've lost it. Kathleen. Hi, Cheryl. Karen. Okay, I can't see anybody else. I'm getting a crick in my neck. All right, well, thanks for stopping by. At least the banging noise is gone. And, yep, just don't forget that these two papers right here are celebration items, so you can get those free with a $60 purchase, and one or the other. If you want them both, it's got to be $120. Those are the rules. I don't make them up. I'd give it all to you for free if I could, but you know, that's not my call. So everybody stay warm. I know in our area it's very cold today, but the snow is melting, thank goodness, and I will see you all soon. All right, bye everybody.